Hi, and welcome to another edition of Pica TV Presents in our educational miniseries, episode number 5, Maximizing Employee Engagement. I'm your host, Paul Zaffarana with Pica Marketing Group, the Vice President of Global Sales and part owner. Today we want to talk a little bit about employee engagement, what that means. It's defined by Tim Smith as the human resources concept that describes a level of enthusiasm and dedication a worker feels towards their jobs. And it's a direct result of if employees feel good, they're going to perform good or well, even better. It's all part of their success. So some key things to think about today is the enthusiasm and dedication the employees have, how it's great for employee morale and directly related to the job satisfaction they have, and how strong employee engagement creates a higher performing, more productive staff, and all the different ways we can present and implement promotional campaigns and reward offerings. So let's jump right in. Some of the tools to advance employee engagement are utilizing a survey. Whether you guys are a large organization or a small one, you can use tools such as SurveyMonkey and whatnot. It's a great way to get feedback from your employees on what's happening. They're the boots on the ground. They're the ones working on this stuff day in and day out. If you could manage their expectations and help them perform their jobs better, why not? And for taking the time to do that, you can reward them with all sorts of stuff. You could help bring them in on some of the new initiatives that you have, whether it's a safety piece that you're trying to do, you're trying to get folks to not call off as much. Be sure when you're crafting up these messages out there, you keep them simple, not too overly involved, and also reward them for their time on doing it. Maybe it's a $5, $10 item for what they've just done. If it's in a safety program, maybe it's a new winter hat that's a high-vis hat if that so happens to be what you're doing. Maybe it's a new vest, maybe, stuff along that line for taking the time to give a response to it. And what that does is it gets chatter going around the office. And, hey, where'd you get that? What'd you do to do that? So you help bring the team into your vision. Ways you can do that is invest in your team, right? Your employees are your most important asset. And by keeping them engaged, you want them to succeed. So you want to give them all the tools they're going to need to succeed. Sorry about that. Get that message out there and let the employees know that it's an internal piece, but you have a real positive work environment. So how can employees, get engaged through promotional merchandise? What does it do? They typically create connectivity. They feel connected to the organization. They feel like they're valued. If they're given a piece or if they earn a piece, whatever that is, it keeps them partnered with their fellow employees and their coworkers. That's a whole camaraderie. Like, hey, we went through and implemented this new, and I'm going to use a safety program here. We implemented this new safety program here, and everybody kind of cut their teeth on the same thing. It gives you some camaraderie in that respect, that they're able to wear proudly the items that have been selected by the committee to hand out, or showcase what it means to be, safe out there in the environment. So it just gives you some longevity in your messaging and helps them build your brand for you internally. So what are some ways that folks look at creating a unique client connection experience? We did a program for a local organization who had all CSRs that were virtual. There was a phone bank center. And one way we got folks to engage with it was we gave them a mirror that mounted on the side of their laptop or their computer screen. And it had something real simple: smile, they're listening, printed on it. Nothing more than that. We try to get folks to understand that just something as simple as smiling when they're talking on the phone, even though you can't see them, you can really hear somebody's smile in a conversation. If somebody's frowny and frumpy, you can hear that too. So why not put your best foot forward and really get folks to smile, in an area that wouldn't necessarily be thought of, but you can get them to be the front line and be smiling, right? And it makes for a more positive engagement with your team and the clients. Other things that you could do for onboarding when new employees come in, maybe it's a new coffee mug that goes in, a wrist rest for their computer mouse, or a journal to keep track of their records, or little notes they're going to have throughout the day. There's all sorts of options out there. Maybe it's the employee onboarding kit. Somebody just joins your organization. What better way to keep them involved? And you show up on the first day at the office. Well, even in the virtual world right now, you mail out to them at their house. It's got some new branded, maybe it's a hat, maybe it's a shirt, a wearable, maybe it's a webcam cover or a light that goes with it, and lets the employees know that they're valued. They start on day one. What better way to start them off on the right foot and keep them engaged on it? And you can do other programs like that. Some additional ways you can recognize and reward employees, through the traditional awards, Employee of the Month, get their name up there and stuff like that. Mail them out gift cards that they can select their own stuff. Maybe it's a food-related item. There's a lot of ways to do that for others to see how great of a job your employees are doing, along with maybe a newsletter that goes out, posted on your website. Really get folks to give some kudos out there for jobs well done. So to wrap up, some simple things that are used are for employee engagement. It doesn't have to cost a lot, but it pays off in building your brand, building that culture inside of your organization, and builds a loyal and engaged staff. So working with a promotional products professional to get the right message out there and the right delivery method can have outstanding results for you and your organization. If you want to know more about it, we have a whole series of other educational mini-series, sustainability in your marketing, utilizing your event calendar for maximum success, mining for new clients, policing and protecting your brand, and building successful marketing campaigns. If you'd love to know more about this is just a little snippet of some of the items that we're able to help you achieve right now and make you look like a rock star. Please feel free to reach out to us at picamarketinggroup.com. If you want to reach out to me, it's paul@picamarketinggroup.com, or call the office. Love to hear more from you if you have questions. And until next time, all the best in your marketing efforts, and hopefully we can give you some driven, creative marketing with some awesome results to keep your employees engaged. Have a great day.